On the market for a new headset that doesn't just promise great features, but it's also a looker? Well, we've got the new Fantech Harmony Pro here to unbox and test, and it might just be your next gaming buddy. Let's go. But before we continue with the video, let's keep the lights on here in the studio. This video was brought to you by Sneak Attack Design Lab. They're a clothing company that specializes in technical fashion, more commonly known as techwear, and you can see me in their clothes in most of my videos. I've been supporting their brand ever since I met them back in 2019, and now they're returning the favor. Head on over to the link in the description to get 10% off of your order from their site. Check their clothes out. You're bound to see something badass over there that'll look great on you. Thank you very much to Sneak Attack for this exclusive promo for my viewers. Now, back to the video. So this is the WHG02P Harmony Pro. As implied by the high-quality print and fancy gold lettering here on the box, it's Fantech's new top-of-the-line gaming headset that lays on the features very heavily. As we can see here, it's a premium multi-platform wireless headset that supports basically all gaming platforms. It is also tri-mode, has up to 90 hours of playtime, and even does 7.1 surround sound. It's pretty solid looking so far. At the back, we can just see the same features listed, so we're going to go ahead and open up the box. And right under the cover is the drawstring carry bag for the headset. It's soft and spacious. I like it. Right under, we get the warranty card and the quick start guide. Unfortunately, no card from our main man Fandy P for now. Bring that back, Fantech. I love those. And finally, we get to the headset. It's inset into a foam mold to protect it from bumps during shipping. Alright. Pulling out the box of accessories, we get the removable flexi mic that terminates in a 3.5 TRS with an indexing pin at the base. Then we get the 3.5 to 3.5mm TRRS cable and the USB-A to USB-C data and charging cable. Both cables are braided, of course, and finally we get a main feature of the Harmony Pro. Its multi-port 2.4 GHz receiver. As we can see here, the main receiver is small and pocketable and is in USB-A. But if you populated all A ports on your device or you plan to use it with a phone, you can pull out this even smaller receiver at the side and just use a USB-C port. We first saw this with the Fantech Shooter 3 and now it's on the Harmony Pro. I hope Fantech keeps using this technology on all their wireless products moving forward because it's such a great feature, it's so convenient. Alright, that's everything. We finally get to the headset itself. Before moving on to the product tour, I would just like to remind you that if you're liking the video so far, please consider subscribing. Less than 1% of the people watching my videos are subscribed to the channel. Subscribing is free and greatly helps me in continuously creating content for this channel. And of course, is always greatly appreciated. Alright, let's head on over to the product tour. Okay, product tour time. This is the Fantech WHG02P Harmony Pro. And hot damn, she's a looker, ain't she? I'm all for this dark blue and crimson or maroon colorway. It goes hard as hell. The headset is a good mix of plastic, metal and leather, plastic for the cups and most of the hardware, and the headset yokes are aluminum and the pads and headband are synthetic leather. It's light at 340 grams, but it feels very solid in the hand. There's no creaks or anything. Starting with the cups, we get a rounded rectangle shape with fairly smooth details. I'm very thankful that there are no egregious large logos on the cups, just these slanted lines with alternating matte and glossy finishes. There's also a quirk with these cups right here. You can actually detach the outer cover for some reason, as they're only held in place with magnets. But I don't really know what you do with them once they're off. Are they replaceable or something? Are there alternate versions of these covers that offer different functionalities or come in different colors? I don't know. There's nothing mentioned on the manual nor the website. They don't even mention that the covers are actually removable. So yeah, let us know what this is for, Fantech. On the right cup, we have the power indicator LED, power button, and lighting control button. At the bottom, we get the USB-C data and charging port. This headset apparently has a 1050 mAh battery, so you know you're going to get some mileage out of it. 90 hours it said on the box, but you know, it's probably with the lights off, so yeah. On the left cup, we get the mic mute indicator LED, the mic mute button, then a multi-action slider that controls both playback and volume. So this is how it works. Pressing the slider is for play and pause. A quick swipe up or down is for volume up and down respectively, and a long swipe up or down is for track forward and backward respectively. Very convenient controls right here. Then we get two 3.5mm ports. This one at the bottom is for direct analog playback, and this one that's angled forward and has an indexing slot is for the removable bendy mic. And yeah, it locks into place so you don't accidentally yank it out. Moving inside to the cups, they are soft and squishy and don't rebound too much to feel like it's going to choke the ever-loving bejesus out of your head. The pads are removable and thus replaceable, although you're going to have to find an aftermarket pair if ever because it doesn't seem like Fantech sells replacement pads. Moving up to the metal yokes, they're length adjustable, swivels on one side for a lay-flat form, and has exposed cables. Be careful not to damage these. Lastly, the headband is covered with synthetic leather on both sides, hard on the top and soft at the bottom. And yeah, that's everything. Time to check out what it can do. Let's get this plugged in. Now that I've got the Harmony Pro turned on and connected, let's check out the features and software. Starting with the lighting, the pattern or color can be changed just by pressing the lighting control button, and you can turn off lighting and extend battery life by long pressing the same button. And before we move on over to the software, since this is a tri-mode headset, you can double press the power button to cycle between the available connections. That's 2.4 GHz via the receiver, Bluetooth, and USB-C. Alright, let's head on over to software. Upon opening up the Harmony Pro software, we can see that it's fairly simple. There's controls for the speaker and mic toggle and even volume control. There seems to be a master volume control and volume balancing for the front left and right. Unfortunately, I don't see volume controls for the surround sound modules. And yeah, that's everything. It's pretty bare compared to the Fantech software that we've been used to, but for the purposes of this video, it's perfectly fine. I would have liked to see a monitoring feature for the mic though, or even EQ options. But yeah, since this is release software, Fantech can always add those features in later. Alright, we've taken a tour around the Harmony Pro and its features. It's time to test out the sound. And of course, since this is a headset, we have to test out the mic. And this is how it sounds. To me, it's fine, definitely usable, and has enough definition to be effective for use in games and calls. And just to give you a point of reference, here's how a similar headset sounds, the JBL Quantum 800. As a more budget-friendly alternative, the Fantech Harmony Pro is pretty impressive. Then we move on over to how it sounds. For this test, we're going to compare it to two of my headsets. First is the aforementioned JBL Quantum 800 and the ROG Delta S. These gaming headsets are way more expensive than the Harmony Pro, so let's see if it can stack up to either of them. Now, that's some great sounding gaming headsets. Alright, let's analyze them with the help of this spectrum analyzer. Starting off with how the Harmony Pro sounds, it's got a very V-shaped sound signature. Bass has impact and sounds very deep with a lot of punch and volume. There's also a noticeable abundance in mid-bass, as well as clarity in the highs, but the mids are definitely recessed and this might mess a bit with the understandability of dialogue and such. The ROG Delta S sounds louder and warmer with a more pronounced mid-bass and not so recessed mids, but it lacks the clarity in the highs that the Harmony Pro has, so things sound a bit more subdued and muffled. The Harmony Pro actually wins out in this head-to-head. But as expected, being a much more expensive entry in the same category, the Harmony Pro can't really match up to the JBL Quantum 800. It's got much more finesse with a closer to neutral sound profile and a way wider range when it comes to mids and highs. But with all that said, the Harmony Pro isn't so far behind. If anything, the Harmony Pro even beats the Quantum 800 in one aspect: bass depth. The drivers on the Harmony Pro can really kick, and bass heads and electro and hip-hop music lovers are going to easily jam with this. And yeah, for all intents and purposes, the Harmony Pro sounds really good. So, what do we think about the Fantech Harmony Pro? I think it's one of Fantech's best offerings right now. Coming in at 3,999 Philippine pesos or an estimated $70, it slots nicely in the mid-range market, having way more finesse in its build and features over budget offerings while avoiding the expensive fluff that most flagships tend to have. It's a refined, albeit simple gaming headset experience. It's very obvious that a lot of attention was paid to having it sound fun and looking good, but the additional features of having a clear mic and multi-connection modes really drives up the value of the headset. One side that I feel that needs an update is the software. It's just lacking in terms of features. Fantech, this needs EQ functions, and give us the option to toggle the 7.1 surround on and off, and we definitely need a way to load up custom lighting on this. A few updates to the software, and yeah, this is golden. As for me, it's highly recommended. The Fantech Harmony Pro looks great, sounds enjoyable, doesn't break the bank, and has space to get better over time thanks to its software. Another great release from the brand. So that's the Fantech WHG02P Harmony Pro. Do you have any questions about it? Leave them down in the comment and I'll do my best to answer them. While you're there, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.